Good morning students, this is Suresh, Maths faculty from DAV High School, SDSTPS, AP Genco, Nelatur. In this video, we are going to discuss measures of central tendency and their examples related to chapter 7, frequency distribution tables and graphs. In measures of central tendency, already we learnt mean and the other two parts are median and mode. Now we are going to discuss median and mode in this video. Definition of median. The median is determined by sorting the data set from lowest to highest values and taking the data point in the middle of the sequence. Middle value in ordered sequence. If odd, n, middle value of sequence. If even, n, average of two middle value and not affected by extreme values. How to find median for ungrouped data? In step 1, arrange data in ascending or descending order. In step 2, if total number of observation n is odd, then use the following formula for median is equal to n plus 1 by 2th observation. In step 3, in total number of observations is even, then use the following formula for median is equal to arithmetic mean of two middle observations. Merits for median. It is rigidly defined. It is easy to understand and easy to calculate. It is not at all affected by extreme values. It can be calculated for distribution with open end classes. Median is the only average to be used while dealing with qualitative data. Can be determined graphically. Demerits for median. In case of even number of observations, median cannot be determined exactly. It is not based on all the observations. It is not capable of further mathematical treatment. Examples for median. Find the median of 9 observations, that is 14, 36, 25, 28, 35, 32, 56, 42, 50. Solution. First, the given observation write in ascending order, that is 14, 25, 28, 32, 35, 36, 42, 50, 56. Here, number of observations n is equal 9 and also it is a odd number. So, we have to use formula for median is equal to n plus 1 by 2th observation. Here n means number of observation, that is equal 9. 9 plus 1, 10 by 2. 10 is divisible by 2, we get 5. Therefore, fifth observation is equal to 35. Therefore, median is equal to 35. Next example. If another observation 61 is also included the above data, what would be the median? Solution. First, the given data write in ascending order, that is 14, 25, 28, 32, 35, 36, 42, 50, 56 and 61. It is related to example 7. Therefore, number of observations n is equal 10. 10 is a even number. Then there would be two numbers at the middle of the data. Therefore, median of the data is equal to arithmetic mean of n by 2 and n by 2 plus 1 to observations. Arithmetic mean of, here n means substitute 10 value. 10 by 2 means 5 and 10 by 2 plus 1 means 5 plus 1, that is equal 6th observation. That means we have to find arithmetic mean of 5th and 6th observation, that is 35 plus 36 by 2. After addition and simplification we get 35.5. Next one, third part of measures of central tendency, that is mode. The mode is the most frequently occurring value in the data set. Maybe no mode or several modes in the data. In the other words, we can say it is the most popular value in a given set. Merits for mode. Mode is readily comprehensible and easy to calculate. Mode is not at all affected by extreme values. Mode can be conveniently located even if the frequency distribution has class intervals of unequal magnitude. Open-end classes also do not pose any problem in the location of mode. Mode is the average to be used to find the ideal size. Demerits of mode. Mode is ill-defined. It is not based upon all the observations. It is not capable of further mathematical treatment. As compared with mean, mode is affected to a great extent by fluctuations of sampling. Example for mode. How to find mode for ungrouped data. Example 1. 2, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 4, 4, 4, 4, 8, 9, 0. By observing the data, we can say that occurs more times, so mode is 4. Second example, 10, 10, 3, 3, 4, 2, 1, 6, 7. By observing the data, 10 and 3 occurs 2 times, so mode is 10 and 3. Third example, 10, 34, 23, 11, 3 and 4. By observing the data, one number also not occurs more times. That means one number also not repeated more than one time. So, answer is no mode. Conclusion of measures of central tendency. A measure of central tendency is a measure that tells us where the middle of a bunch of data lies. Mean is the most common measures of central tendency. It is simply the sum of the numbers divided by the number of numbers in a set of a data. This is also known as average. Median is the number present in the middle when the numbers in a set of data are arranged in ascending or descending. If the number of numbers in a data set is even, then the median is the mean of the two middle numbers. Mode is the value that occurs most frequently in a set of data. Let us discuss exercise 7.1 problems. Fifth question. 5 years ago, mean age of a family was 25 years. What is the present mean age of the family? Solution. 5 years ago, mean age of a family is equal to 25 years. Therefore, the present mean age of the family is equal to 25 plus 5. That is called 30 years. Sixth question. 2 years ago, the mean age of 40 people was 11 years. Now a person left the group and the mean age is changed to 12 years. Find the age of the person who left the group. Solution. 2 years ago, mean age of 40 people, that is called 11 years. Total age of 40 people is equal to 40 into 11, that is called 440. Present mean of 40 people, that is called 11 plus 2, that is called 13 years. Total age of 40 people at present, that is called 40 into 13, that is called 520. Therefore, number of persons left from the group, that is called 1 person. Present mean age of remaining 39 people, that is called 12 years. Therefore, total age of 39 people is equal to 39 into 12, that is called 468. Therefore, the age of person who left the group is equal to subtract total age of 39 people from total age of 40 people, that is equal 520 minus 468, that is equal 52 years. Seventh question. Find the sum of deviations of all observations of the data 5, 8, 10, 15, 22 from their mean. Solution. Given data 5, 8, 10, 15, 22. Before going to sum of the deviation, first we have to find mean of the given data, that is sigma xi by capital N. Sigma xi means sum of the observations, that is 5 plus 8 plus 10 plus 15 plus 22 by capital N means number of given observation, that is 5. After addition we get 60 by 5. After simplification we get 12. Now the 12 is subtracted from each observation. After we should add, we get sum of the deviations, that is called 12 minus 5 plus 12 minus 8 plus 12 minus 10 plus 12 minus 15 plus 12 minus 22. Next step, 12 minus 5 means 7 plus 12 minus 8 means 4 plus 12 minus 10 means 2 plus 12 minus 15 means minus 3 plus 12 minus 22 means minus 10. That is called, add the positive integers we get 13. Add the negative integers we get 13. After difference we get 0. Therefore, the sum of deviations of all observations of the data is 0. Dear children, along with the home assignment, copy exercise 7.1 problems in CW and practice one time examples in HW. Thank you.